Quite a battle tonight. Not the cleanest game ever played, but you guys find a way to get out on top 22-15.
Yeah, our kids going to play hard, they're going to fight, they're going to scrap, and do what they got to do. We got to get smarter. We just got to get smarter. I was down there talking before I came up, and I got on both knees. And I said, guys, I've been coaching a long time. I'm on both my knees. I'm begging you. We got to get smarter. We know where we want to go. We got to get smarter. Hopefully that makes a little pressure on them.
The two teams combined for 25 penalties in the first half. It was both sides, but in a game like this where there were mistakes on both sides, once again you found a way to get it done.
Yeah, kids are scrap, and they fight hard, and you get after it, and play the play. That's our motto. We've done that all year long. But again, there comes a point in time when you don't want those big plays to get on offense to count, rather than get called back, or stopping the drive, and not giving another 15 yards in the first down.
With the game on the line, though, with Varina in the red zone, your defense stiffened and got the job done.
Yeah, they're a tough group. They're scrapped. If you're going to get it, you're going to earn it. There's something you earn. A little disappointed on that one touchdown we gave. We kind of let down. We cut the guy and he fell right on our back and bounced up. And we assumed he was down. It's always a bad thing when you assume. You spell it. Makes it A-S-U-N out of me. So you can't do that.
Let's talk about the good stuff.
Yeah, this is one.
One.
That's good stuff.
You have Jeff. We have Jeff that had skill positions on offense. We've running back, ran hard, protected the ball well. And we haven't even talked about your backup quarterback.
We do have very good depth. So we got 5 receivers. We work in rotation. We have 5 linebackers in the 4 we use. We have 3 defensive ends use. We do have good depth. People get after it. And I've said all along, my backup quarterback will be a starter in most programs, and that's why he's very comfortable shot and play defense.
We'll get into a minute. Let's talk a little bit about what can you tell us about Rashad.
Got hurt. Hopefully he'll be okay. You know, it's going to go back. So I got to get the offense to make sure he's all right.
Elijah Odom comes in, 2 touchdown runs, ran the offense. Had a couple of plays to get his feet under him, but after that, he ran the offense very well.
Yeah, the first play was our zone read. He read it, and took it, did what he's supposed to do, and that's what we expected. Got to get a little more comfortable in the pocket. A little disappointed in that scenario, but you know, get some rush coming on in the first time you hit a battle. You kind of expect that, although it's something we actually haven't drilled and worked on a weekly basis. But yeah, that's something we look at film and get better.
I had fun. They were uncovering. They stopped covering the slot again. He came in there, and I was talking about it's going to be interesting to see me listen to it. He threw it on that play, the next play.
And that's check. He's check. The fade, he threw a big fade. He threw. He's making his checks. He's doing our offense.
Did you have to make any adjustments in the blocking up front to deal with those Varina inside linebackers?
Every play, I mean, well, it was the front. They were putting a 3-man front, a 4-man front, a 5-man front, but it wasn't just a straight five. They'd come to the 3 guy on one side, the 2 guard open, so they were throwing a lot of stuff at us. And we fought hard, we scrapped through it, still had our big plays, but you know, it was semi-effective.
How important is it to get on the practice field this week and teach the lessons about cleaning up mistakes and making up, but teaching these lessons after a win?
Well, that's, obviously it makes, when you go to film session, you're barking at them, they feel good about the win, so they can take the barking a little bit better. But one thing I'm disappointed with, I thought we had made progress in game 1 and game 2 from that standpoint. Then we kind of made a step back here. And game 2 was very emotional game for us too, going forward. We got so pretty last time we went down there, so that was an emotional game. So I'm a little disappointed when we step back on that, but practice is huge, and when we always say that's how we can get better, we start practice by yelling, let's get better today, let's get better today, let's get better today. So yeah, we got a lot to get better at.
You know, you talk about how long you've been coaching. You look good, by the way.
I'm taking.
But your last score, you ran a running play on 3rd and 20 and converted. Running, you went from, in my mind, let's punt it, if you don't get it, though, to the minute he broke through the safety, I saw you running down the field acting like, let's get this next snap. You got the next snap and you scored.
Well, I mean,
it's a learning moment for your guys, but it also tells you how difficult this game can be sometimes.
I mean, that comes with play, but that's part of our offense. We want to play fast, and we haven't really played our fastest pace yet because we're a little inexperienced up front. So we're at our fast pace. We're not like we like to call lightning, where we're going to go really, really fast. We haven't hit that yet, and that would have been effective tonight, I think. But you can do that.
What was the thinking on the 3rd and 25? You run the ball there, and you get 30 yards, so it looks like a great call. But what do you think of trying to cut the margin in half? Or?
Well, again, it's a little of my philosophy. People can scout against me, but if you've ever watched us a lot, I don't mind a trap play in that situation.
Right.
Playing soft.
Yeah,
the quickest way to get to the end zone is straight ahead. So you're playing soft. You pop it back to the linebacker. You got a pretty good way to go. So I think a trap play in that situation is just as good as chucking it deep.
Oh yeah, they over penetrated several times. They did it towards the end of the game. We were controlling the clock too. So the basic, our job's usually is to point out the good stuff because that's what we do, right?
Yes, sir.
But no, and you, like I said, I think this is one you can hang your hat on.
Oh yeah, anytime you win
a
a quality program at their place, you win a quality against a quality program, you're definitely going to hang your hat on it. But as coaches, we want to get better. And we're going to go check that film, and we're going to get better tomorrow morning.
I felt like you had your game plan was so good that first drive, because they were coming inside. You weren't doing anything inside, but the best thing to do is throw that thing out there and 5-6 yards at a time. But the defensive linemen have to get off blocks. Maybe you get a piece of them, just wear them down a little bit, work them side to side. So it takes a lot for you to change up and not lose a whole lot of strokes to your backup quarterback.
Yeah, and like I said, he got, fortunately too, in our program, we had some blowouts last year where he got a lot of playing time there too. And he got a lot of playing time, when the game's in hand, we put our seconds in, and he got a lot of playing time last year, so it's not like he hasn't been on the field, but a little different situation walking out here in this intense situation.
Two guys I want to ask you about. First of all, a guy that we knew about from last year, Jesus Rodriguez, punting the ball, had some key punts, especially the one put it out of bounds on the 1-yard line. That's just a really great weapon to have, isn't it?
And I'm really impressed too, with not just his punting. Dallas Carter sprinting down the field trying to get down those balls down there. A couple times he just missed it, but he was down there to catch the ball and maybe get on the one. So we take a lot of pride in our kicking game. We've had some fabulous kickers here, and Jesus is going to win some ball games for us.
Two of them. How huge a play was that when Snead sprinted over about 20 yards to his right to cover up the muff punt that he wasn't even fielding? That was just a huge play.
Yep. Snead's he's a junior, he's a 2-year starter for us as a receiver. He's our guy that we kind of play inside and out receiver. He does our return games. He had a huge 80-yard return last week for a touchdown and punt return. He can do it all, and if we really had a problem, we throw him out there corner. We know he can do that too.
Last thing, the two defensive tackles. Everybody knows about Suleiman, but we talked about Woodson all night. That's an impressive kid too.
He's come along. If he will just trust his technique, he'll be very, very good and very hard to stop. And he at the beginning of the season, he had a little bit of his run around. He thought he was 180 pounds when he was 330 pounds. But he's starting to get his technique down. He's starting to see when we show him a film, look what happens when you do your technique. He wants to please. He wants to do the right thing. He wants to be part of a winning program. And he continues to progress. Those two are going to be pretty tough to stop inside.
All right, I'm going to take this down because I don't want to see the college coaches who were texting me when I started rolling out his numbers. 6'3", 330, and he
can move.
He looked pretty darn good next to Suleiman.
Yes,
Suleiman runs like a South Miami lineman.
Okay.
Suleiman has an engine. That's the big thing between him and most linemen.
He really, really does. Okay, you're 3-0. Got work to do. Just talk about what's coming up next.
Oh, we got a district schedule. Well, whatever you want to call it. I don't know if you call it district, but we're doing district schedule, so we're saying district.
There's always going to be district.
And we want to keep our district title running, and we're going to keep it going. So now that part begins, and like you said, we got some depth. We're going to have to work on some more depth, especially on the offensive line, and get things going and continue to improve and get smarter on the penalties.
Okay, Patrick, congratulations, my man.
Thank you, John.
Great
Appreciate
win.
y'all covering high school football.
We'll be back to wrap it up on Sports Radio 910.